What's up, guys? How you guys doing? And welcome to 32 Teams, where I review all 32 teams in the NHL after 2022-23 season. This series will consist of an overview, the regular season, postseason, player stats, team stats, and my overall opinion about the team. We will start in the Western Conference and then move on to the Eastern Conference. Today, we'll review the Winnipeg Jets. Let's get started. And by the way, this is our first playoff team that we're reviewing, so we'll be talking about the postseason. Let's get into it. The 2022-23 Winnipeg Jets season was the team's 24th since its inception in the NHL on June 25th, 1997, and its 12th after moving from Atlanta to Winnipeg before the 2011-2012 NHL season. Blake Wheeler was relieved of his leadership on September 16, 2022, making this the first season since the Jets relocated from Atlanta in which the team did not have a captain. Following beating the Minnesota Wild on April 11, 2023, the Jets secured a playoff position. However, they fell to the Pacific Division champion Vegas Golden Knights in the first round following a 5-game series. All this considered, the Jets season may be categorized as successful or unsuccessful. The Jets performed better than most expected given preseason predictions. The 2022-23 Jets season ended in relative disappointment compared to the midseason elation, leaving supporters to once again speculate about what could have been. Let's talk about the regular season. The Jets started their season with a win against the Rangers, 4-1. They played a great beginning with an 8-3-1 record, pretty good record, and they kept playing good for the rest of the 2022 year. Their record was 23-13-1, which is great. It's very good, and this was a very good year for them. And honestly, I would be ready for the playoffs if I was a Winnipeg fan, and they kept winning games, and their best record they had was being 29-14-1. Such a good record, which is very impressive. They've had some losing streaks, but it didn't really affect them that much. I mean, they kind of came back, and they ended the season with a record of 46, 33, and 3, or 95 points, giving them the second place wild card and making the playoffs. The Jets improved from last season. The Jets beat many great teams to make the playoffs, such as the Rangers, Carolina, Edmonton, and the Devils. And they didn't make the playoffs last year, but they did this year, and that should be something that Jets fans should be happy about. Now let's talk about the postseason. The Jets are playing against the Vegas Golden Knights in the first round. Winnipeg was second in the wild card and get to play Vegas since they were first in the Western Conference. In game one, the Jets shocked Vegas with a 5-1 win and had a 1-0 lead, but unfortunately, that was the only game they won. In the next 4 games, they had a sweep, and Vegas dominantly won. And before you know it, the Jets are out, and this is the end of the Jets season. The point leader for Winnipeg is Kyle Connor with 80 points. Kyle Connor had a great season and overall has a great career for Winnipeg. Connor won the Lady Byng Trophy, given yearly to the NHL player with whose best combined sportsmanship, gentlemanly behavior, and ability in 2021-2022. He also became the first Jets player to do so. Another player that came close, Josh Morrissey, who had 76 points. Before this season, he had okay seasons, but this season proved different. He had career highs in goals, assists, points, and really everything else. There are many great players, such as Mark Sheffele, I can't say his name right, Pierre-Luc Dubois, and Blake Wheeler. They all have great chemistry and with each other, and all 5 of them make up the great Winnipeg. Now, let's move on to the goalies. Let's scroll down. As we see here, we have Connor Hellebuck and David Rutich, but I think we should really talk about Connor Hellebuck. He had one heck of a season for Winnipeg. He had a .920 save percentage and a 2.49 goals allowed per game. He also won 37 of the games for Winnipeg, and without him, I don't think Winnipeg would have been close to the playoffs. He builds a big part of this team, and without him, it really wouldn't be the same. But it may not be the same next season. There are many trade rumors about Hellebuck, and it might happen. And if it will, Winnipeg needs to be ready to use David Rittich and to find a backup, because losing Hellebuck could be crucial for the team. If it loads, all right. For Winnipeg, they are quite on the low end, 48.9%, almost equivalent to 49% shots against per game. Winnipeg is not too bad, pretty good on the defensive side, like I said before. Shots per game, Winnipeg is quite on the lower end. Could be better, 3 shots, not too bad at all. The penalty kill, Winnipeg is good, very good defensively, 82.4 chance of the penalty kill. And the power play, Winnipeg is 23rd, 19.3%. Not ideal, but it's not the worst. Goes against, it should be a lot lower. It should be lower, yeah. 2.73, around 3 goals. Goals for Winnipeg, 3 goals on the dot. And honestly, pretty decent season for them. Defensively, great. Just offensively in the power play, gotta be a little bit better. But overall, not too bad on team stats. Now, what's my overall opinion about this season, about this team? I think the Winnipeg Jets had a great season, but they just couldn't last against Vegas, which isn't really too surprising because they won the cup this year. I think what they are doing now is great. I just think they need to score more goals. Their defense was good, just the offense needs to score more. And back to talking about the goalies, if they lose Hellebuck, it could be a problem. Hellebuck is a huge part of this team, and they need him, so next year could be different. And on my last note, I think Winnipeg is great. That will wrap up my video with the Winnipeg Jets. I'm writing this video pretty late. I just didn't have time today, but I filmed it now. I'll upload it today, right now. Hope you will enjoy this video. It's finally we get into the postseason, but once we get to the Eastern Conference, we'll kind of move on from postseason and come back. So yeah, I'm happy with this video, and yeah, hope you had a good time watching it. And yeah, stay safe and have a good one. See ya.